This is a Heart and Hand production.
Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight from Ibrox Stadium after Rangers continued Danny Rule's unbeaten start to life here as Rangers manager in the league, at least with a 1-0 victory over Hibs. The third time Rangers have beaten Hibs this season and the third time that Hibs have failed to score against us, and given Rangers' travails this season, that is one of those strange facts because Rangers have struggled against teams that don't have the talent that Hibs do, but Rangers did continue that winning streak against them. The manager had made a few changes to the side. Nico Raskan, he said, was feeling his calf a little bit, and they didn't want his thigh rather, and they didn't want to take the risk with him. And he left James Tavernier on the bench as well, meaning that Rangers played with a 3-4-3 formation, which, to be honest, in the first half often became a 5-2-3. And it meant quite a young lineup. Finlay Curtis came into the side, which I was good to see. As you know, I've been wanging on about that for a wee while. And Yusuf Chermiti returned to the team as well. And Rangers had a great chance early on. Hibs could have scored in the opening minute, right enough. They blazed a shot over the bar, but then Nasser Gigas had a header from a set piece. Rangers looked decent at set pieces tonight, I have to say. Cost Hibs a bit of bother. And he's had a header that flashed wide. After that, the first 10 minutes or so kind of set the pace for what this game would be. It was a lot of effort, a lot of work rate tonight without an awful lot of quality from either side. But Hibs, I thought, were the better side in that period, from about the 10th minute to half an hour. They were pressing Rangers hard. They were going man for man, and Rangers were struggling to get out. Rangers just couldn't get out. And Hibs were creating one or two things and nearly took the lead. It took a fantastic goal line clearance from the returning Dujon Sterling to keep Rangers level, and then Dujon Sterling turned provider when, after a set piece had broken down, he got the ball in the edge area and curled in a brilliant cross, which was met with an equally fantastic header from Emmanuel Fernandez. We know he's good in the box, we know he's good. That's his third goal of the season already, and it was a very, very good goal. And after that, Rangers did improve. A wee bit more confidence, possibly, with Mikey Moore doing a lot of probing in the middle of the park. Again, not a lot of chances. In the second half, Hibs were trying to find a way through. Rangers were not offering them much, and in all honesty, although in the ground it felt nervy, I think it's one of those, when I watch back, that Rangers were pretty comfortable. The manager spoke afterwards and said that he felt we were a wee bit too easy to play through at times in the centre of the park, and I think that Diamandi goes missing quite a lot in there tonight, but Connor Barron I thought was very good, and we did limit them to just long range efforts that Jack Butland dealt very easily with, although he had one of those moments where a kick was closed down that gave us all a heart attack. Rangers thought that we'd put it away for 2-0 when Gassama was played through by Magoma. Lovely finish, however, he was offside and the goal did not stand, and that meant for a nervy ending. We could have added in the last. Danny Rule was kind of annoyed. I'm sorry, by the way, about jumping around so much, but it's bloody cold here, and I'm at that age, right, where the cold can get into me bones, and so, you know, I have to apologise, but it's the truth. Plus, my heart rate hasn't gone down from the last minute of the game, and Chermiti should have maybe scored a couple of opportunities. His all-round game was better tonight. He did contribute, he did win the ball, he did hold the ball up. So a long way to go, but it was better tonight. And then, of course, Hibs got a corner in the last seconds just to, as I say, send my heart rate into the sky. But Rangers did deal with that and got the victory. And dare I say, the Rangers team tonight showed a bit of character. And that is not something that I've been able to say about them this season. That was a tough game, right? It was an attritional game. It was a cold night, Christmas, a lot of players missing. And Rangers weren't great, but we dug it out. And that actually, in a way, is kind of pleasing. It'd have been great if we'd gone out there and won 4 or 5-0. But the fact that we won 1-0, deserved to win the match, and probably should have killed it later on with the chances we had on the break. There's something satisfying about that. So it sets us up now for a very tough game. We're going to Tynecastle. We know that's going to be tough. At the moment it's a wee bit with the walking wounded, with players dropping out, but hopefully Rangers continue to have a few players that are showing up well. Barron in particular, Sterling tonight I thought was excellent, and a real shout out to Mikey Moore, who's just constantly wanting to make things happen and takes responsibility, which for a boy his age is really impressive to see. The manager, though, said it best. He said afterwards, I would like us to be a bit better on the ball and I would like us to be more creative, but right now it's results, results, results. And he's absolutely right there. Anyway, thank you very, very much for joining me. I will be back on Sunday after Rangers take on Hearts. Until then, enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you very much for joining me. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye, everyone.